Welcome to Option Trades Today. I'm Tony the Baptiste, and I have a trade idea for you today. May 21st, 2024, right here, downtown Chicago, right here in the Bat Cave. But before we go to the trade, let's take a look at the market, as we always do. Even the S&P's up $2.50. NASDAQ down 9. Small moves here on a percentage basis. Looks like the market's taking a breather. Russell down $1.80 and the Dow up 31. Volatility continues to be soft, down 22 cents. Bonds up 9. Even bonds are having a slow-ish day. Bitcoin, after trading up to 73,000, is down to 70,200. Still at the high end of its trade. But you can see here taking a little bit of a breather also in the market. Oil down 34 cents. Gold is even only down $2.70 after having a major rally there, a little bit of a breather. Silver, which has had a huge up run in the market, taking a little bit of a breather today. Nat gas had a huge move to the upside in the market, taking a little bit of a breather today. I guess they're all waiting for NVIDIA's earnings to come out. NVIDIA has earnings coming out on the 22nd. You'll see here that's tomorrow, and that's tomorrow after the market closes. You see that little bell, meaning earnings, and that little greater than sign, meaning in the afternoon. If it was less than, it would mean in the morning. Like I always do when I like to go to my watch list, my high option volume watch list, I like to look at things by either IV rank, IDX 5-day change. I'll do the IVX 5-day change this time because there's a stock here in the top of the list that has good, decent markets, always in play, and doesn't have earnings with the highest IV rank on the board. I'd be talking about Coin. Coin down $3.39 has had a big move today, unlike the rest of the market, a $13 move so far, when the stock only has about a $15 expected move over the next 3 days. Those little parentheses there, $14.97, shows you that there's a $15 expected move for the next 3 days. In the 31-day options in June, you'd have a $38 expected move. In July, you'd have about a $48 expected move. Let's take a look first at why I'm going to Coin. IVX 5-day change up 9%. That means over the last 5 days, volatility is up 9%. IV rank of 52. We know anything over 30 is good, and even in this market, sometimes it's hard to find anything over 30, yet here we have something with a 52 IV rank and no earnings. I like to avoid earnings, so this is a good candidate for me. Before I get to that, let's look at a quick chart. This is what I look at, nothing else. Just a 1-day chart. I have 5 years up here. You can do 1 year. I just have it longer at 5 years. I don't go any further than that what's on the screen, but this is all I look at. A lot of people send me emails or ask me questions on YouTube. Is that the only chart you look at? It is. I put the IVR, this IV rank, down at the bottom here, just to show you how over the last 5 days it's been expanding, and you can see it here in linear form on the bottom. You can get this in your platform too at Tasty Trade if you so wish, but that's the only thing I look at, and I look here just to see that, well, you know what, it's mid-range. I have cash sitting on the sideline. I'm going to look for the stock to beat me. My only decision is whether I go to June or July. Now, we like to take trades off with 21 days till expiration. You got 31 days in June, so I'd really only be in this trade for 10 days if I pick June. July, well, I could be in it a lot longer. Typically, these strategies work in 2 to 3 weeks. 2-ish to 3 weeks is the average, although the trade like you saw in Reddit worked in a week, which we did on this podcast. My trade in gold is still not working. It's been months, so everything goes with a grain of salt. So I'm going to look at July options, 59 days. We like to put them on around 45 days being optimal. I am not going to trade the weekly options here. You can see the markets are going to be quite much wider in the weekly options. I'm going to stick to the monthly options, 59 days in July. I'm going to go to a classic Strangle here. I'm going to go around that 10 to 15 delta. I'm going to split it and go to the 12 delta. I'm going to sell the 165 puts. And I'm going to go equal distance, not equal distance by number of strikes, just go delta. I'm not playing anything else. I'm going to go to the 12 delta again, 12 by 12. This spread is going to be just about delta neutral. I'm getting a little over $4 for the call. I'm getting a little over $4 for the put. I actually got filled right here at mid-price, $8.42. Let me lower that for you. $8.42. Markets are tighter here. They're 30 cents wide, 25 to 30 cents wide. You noticed in that weekly option, they were more like $1 wide. 78% pop. $24 a day in theta decay. That's how much I get for holding this risk. My risk of $5,390. That is my buying power. Max profit obviously is going to be whatever I sell it for, $8.42, and is about as delta neutral as you can make on any trade. Matter of fact, if you're trying to see this trade in real time when I place the trade, well, you can go right to the follow page like I just clicked on, go to Bob the Trader, because I don't have my own name in here. You can see in Reddit, I made a couple of adjustments and I closed it, made a quick dollar profit on the trade. Today, I'm looking at coin. I did this at $9.58 just as we ended the show. The stock was originally $222. It's $221 in change as we speak right now. The IVR was 52. You can see the IVR has come down ever so slightly. I sold the Strangle with a 78% pop. I got filled at $8.42. I usually put a little bit of a description. I got lazy here and just put Strangle at 1 STD. Let's take one more quick look at it before I go away. You'll notice this green line is where your profit and loss ends. My profit and loss, or my break even, is wrapped around, let's just round up and say $3.70. You know it's just under that at $368.42. That's the credit I received, $8.42, plus the strike price I'm short, $368.42, right where that green line meets that amber or red line. Let's go all the way down to the bottom here. My break even is under 160. Matter of fact, it's $8 under 160, $8.42 under 160, right where that green line and that amber line meets. This other amber line is the expected move up or down by that $48. That's right here. And this dotted line is the standard deviation line. So I'm just under the standard deviation line to the downside, just over the standard deviation line to the upside. That's why I have a 78% pop. All right, I'm Tony Batista. I don't know who you are. You know why? Because I don't know if you've moved or taken or transferred your account to Tasty Trade. Help us keep the lights on here. You get paid cash. No better time to do that when the market's not doing anything. Take your account, move it to Tasty Trade. Help me keep the lights on here and keep all our program free. Do it now.